So, Mr. Sorensen, how did it begin?
It was the summer of '99.
Delphi.
Delphi essentially sends out spiders, right? Bits of code that crawl the World Wide Web to collect keywords and image data. Much like a poll taken from a segment of the population, Delphi then arranges this information according to any patterns it might recognize via a number of, proprietary algorithms. It then distills this information into new keywords, new image data, and outputs it via electrodes that translate this digital data directly into the human brain in the form of original thought.
And what does this data say?
The future. Correctly predicted the Turkey earthquake 5 months later, mentioned the I love you virus of early last year, even the Concorde crash last July.
Does it ever make mistakes?
Just one. It predicted Al Gore winning the election.
So, what you're saying is that the collective subconscious of humanity is a few steps ahead of its conscious self.
In all honesty, I don't know. That's the domain of psychologists or maybe psychics and prophets, but most definitely no place for someone in my pedigree.
You can level with me, Mr. Sorensen. We're not in court.
Fine, I'll give you my opinion. All right, I don't want to sound too didactic, but if you look at it logically, there might be an explanation. All right, we all know that the proclivities of human nature are generally, negative.
That's why this organization exists.
Exactly, so Delphi scans the background chatter of the internet. Think of it as the cosmic background radiation of human interaction and assigns meaning to it, which for some inexplicable reason is found to predict future events. Put two and two together, and to me it seems that humanity is subconsciously willing these events into existence, a creative power lying dormant until now.
Fascinating.
Can you imagine if people wake up to the extraordinary potential they possess and they begin to harness this power?
And this is how you came upon the information that you called 911 about a few hours ago. What exactly did you see?
Images, mainly. Very striking images. Oh my god! Oh my god! Given Delphi's track record, I'm convinced that this is a serious threat. I drew it as best I could. Obviously, the Twin Towers, World Trade Center.
It was attacked before in '93.
I think in this instance they'll be attacked by airplanes, presumably kamikaze fighters. From what I saw in the render, they look like commercial airliners or possibly military transport, but something roughly that size.
So there was more than one plane.
2 or 3. I ripped the electrodes off before the render played out, so I didn't see everything.
John, can you break for a minute?
And there was a third building. I didn't draw it, but I saw it collapse.
Be right back.
It's the secretary.
Mr. Secretary,
Did you run a check on him?
I don't know what to make of this guy. According to our intelligence, he seems to be telling the truth. Whether or not he's telling the truth about the machine,
Well, if he's not lying, how the hell else would he source his information?
he knows about Building 7.
Listen to me. I want that machine confiscated and checked out. That's priority number 1.
We have assets over there right now.
Good. As for him, we can't let him walk with that kind of information. That's completely unacceptable. He needs to be processed. Understand?
What if we need him to run the machine?
Then too bad. He's a walking national security risk. If he leaks this operation, it will ruin everything.
Understood.
So, what's the next step? I'm sure you agree the evidence is far too compelling to ignore. Not sure if we're able to tamper with the inexorability of Delphi's predictions, but it's worth a shot.
Most definitely is.